After 33 years of living in squalor, residents of Welbedacht informal settlement have lost hope in ever living a life outside poverty. Many of them have applied for government housing more than a decade ago but still find themselves trapped in a world of empty promises and shattered dreams. Most residents, formerly from Tin Town, left their homes after the historic 1917 flood and riots of the 1940s. After finding vacant land, they decided to start a new life in Welbedacht, Chatsworth. Saraswati Ramcharan, her two sons and late husband, built this house in 1989 from wood and iron.
A house was built by my husband alone, and my two sons were small. They had their father, nobody else but two sons. And he passed away now. And I can say that it's not luxury for me, but I have to stay here. But where would I go? Well, my husband passed away, and I'm staying alone. Children all settled down, they got their own homes. I can't insist them come and stay with me. So they got their own interesting life.
Do you have electricity?
Yeah?
Do you have electricity?
Yeah, I got electricity. It can ask this and that, but they're not, on years now, they're not doing anything about it.
Has the councillor come and looked inside your house?
Yeah. Councilor, what is his name? That one's name is, huh? Anu. He comes and talks to me and see how we will be on sometimes. And nobody making an attempt to do anything.
So have you...
In fact, we were the first one to build here. Somebody else was there but for us down in a small house.
Did your councillor say he will give you an RDP house?
Yes, they keep saying they can give me, but no, nothing happening.
Ramcharan's nephew, Vasan Naidu, also lives in the settlement. He described their living conditions as pitiful.
It is pathetic because end of the day, it's more or less, you can say a foul run or a dog's, because it is pathetic end of the day.
Has government helped her at all to this day?
No.
Have the councillors come in?
No. There was only one person that came in here and assisted her in the roof-wise and certain things was Pastor Vanessa. She came and assisted her in quite a few things that they could assist in. They only helped her. Other than that, she got help from nobody.
Did she ever apply for an RDP house?
Yes, she did. Everybody, she's got a green card, so has me, so has maybe about 20 other families in this area that still got green cards to the old housing projects.
And have they received the houses?
No.
What has government said?
They said must wait, put it this way. They built so much of houses, but people from, you don't mind I said it, people from Eastern Cape came and got houses here, then the people stayed in their own community that never get houses. If you go down to Lokshan, go anywhere here in Welbedacht, people from outside got houses, and we as residents here never got a house. How is that possible end of the day?
How do you think people are supposed to live like this?
We got no option because we live in a low class area, and nobody sees to us end of the day. Besides certain people that assist us, and whatever they can assist us with, that's it end of the day.
Do you think your councillor does enough for this community?
Put it this way, from the beginning, he was a good person in the beginning, but as problems occurred, he never assisted us in any other way. From the time he's been elected up till now, nothing good was done for the community in this area or other areas of Welbedacht. He did many times come and speak to the community, but I don't think he had the upper end of the day, because you must know this is politics-wise. The ANC is on the top, he's a DA. So, I mean, that part of it we need to understand as well. He's a DA member, the ANC calls the shots. So, if he says something and they don't want to do it, he's got no hands in it. But he needs to understand a lot of people here went out from Welbedacht into Kenobia. Why can't he do the same for us? A lot of people that stay in here was willing to go to Kenobia to the flats and stay. It's not a problem, because end of the day, we all stay in here. Black, white, Indian, colored, we all staying together as a family. To move to Kenobia is nothing, end of the day. A lot of people here want to go to Kenobia, but there's nothing on the platter for us to go. If a house get burnt, then you want to take them from here and put them in Kenobia. Why can't you do it while the people are suffering? Instead, somebody's life going. If there's no power here, a person is burning candle, and if the house catches on fire, then you want to do something after the person lost everything what they worked for. It doesn't make any sense end of the day.
Down a muddy pathway close to a river, Amutha and Prathap and Subin built a dwelling out of wood and iron. While it provided some relief from the life they were trying to escape in Tin Town, they thought their living conditions would only be temporary. How would you describe these living conditions?
You could see very poor, very unhealthy. Not a stable place. This place has got no growth for us here.
It's currently the rainy season. There's been a lot of rain.
Yes.
What is it like in here?
Actually, we were told by the shell out that we are living on servitude, and we were way long supposed to be gone out of here, but nobody seemed to be helping us. Nobody.
Every time I went to Shell House, they told me another story and carried on the same way. Back and forward, running up to them, asking them what's going on. They said, no, just hold on. The last was last year when I've been there. Like Mr. Gumete, he says to me, no, the Hawks are investigating in the matter that your house has been issued to you and who they issued it to.
2009. But they don't want to tell who they issued it to.
Now he told me come again on another day. When I got there, they're not there, they're on a meeting. And it was hard for me because I'm unemployed. And bus fare to get to Durban, you got to have 100 rand at a time for me and my wife to get down there. It's costly. So we cannot afford it all the time to keep on running up there. That's why they say I think they showed no interest to us. If we can get a house just before even we die, we don't want to get a house when we're almost dying.
Yeah, what's use getting a house when we almost dead?
You know?
With this COVID is even another story.
We don't think, with this COVID now, we don't think we'll see a house, a RDP house. That's supposed to be for poor people like us. But I can take you around and show you a lot of rich people who own these properties. Because if you got a lot of money, you could build a house. You don't expect to get a RDP house and make it a big bungalow. That money you could have built another house for yourself than building a RDP house. That was for
poor and needy.
Down and out people.
Yes, underprivileged people. But these are all rich people that
all
got
the rich
these houses.
people that got the houses. Probably they was collecting money from these people and they was issuing the houses to them. That's what I look at.
Well, 2007 they told us we the next batch.
Yeah, 2007,
so when the next batch came up, that was about ending of 2018 to 2009. But we still never signed for any house. We still never received no house. But we were told by the housing department that 2009 someone signed for my house. So when we went into investigation, you spoke to Obed Madlaba and he spoke to Nigel Gumede. They saw it in the computer that somebody has signed for my house. All I'm asking for, whoever signed for my house, please give me the requisition. At least I can go and talk and get my house back because I'm suffering in this place. I'm suffering. Can't make it to suffer no more. Nobody knows what my body is taking. Can't take this stress no more. I'm getting weaker and weaker. All neighbors ask me why I'm getting so thin, but they don't know. Day and night I'm going on my knees and praying, but nothing seems to be coming right. There's something not right. And Anup used to be blamed for all this because when he came into councillorship in this area, he was
He gave
supposed
us
to
no help.
investigate why aren't we people here in the servitude not moved out of here. That's the first thing he was supposed to investigate, but he never
I've
did
never done
nothing.
nothing of that sort.
He never came
So
and
look
turned
like he's-
any stones
he
here.
look like he's
He's
getting
only
paid.
with the blacks.
Yeah, he's getting paid from the people that do not help us around here. There's none of the people who's living in a wooden iron house here being helped from the councillor.
Nothing.
There's no joy for him. But he promised us a lot of things when he wanted to be in the chair. Get votes for me, you know,
Took me, used me.
use me too as well. I brought up the ANC people and voted for him, for DA. Yeah. When he got the post there to be a chair, councillor,
His back was turned on
he
all
back
our
was
people.
turned on us.
And he
He
said
shut
he
the
doesn't
door on
want
us.
to enter Ponton, he doesn't want to help anybody in Ponton.
He said he'll
So
never
what
help
do we
nobody
do
in
now?
Ponton.
What do we do?
Now who we ask for help? Who we go to? Somebody superior that we could speak to, you know, who could come and look at our position like as you, yeah. You could see our position at what we're living in. We're in dire strait. We're not sure when this house could fall.
Exactly. What about the trees here?
You understand? We don't
They
know
just
when.
collapse on
At
our
night,
roof
sometime
if we
when
get-
it's raining, I don't sleep. I sit on the chair. I look at my wife and this little boy sleeping. I say to him, I'll leave the door a little open, you know, for emergency. If something do occur, I can take you out.
Can run away.
Instead, we're getting jammed inside here. I sit all night praying. Lord, please stop the rain. Please have mercy to us. You know, I speak to the Lord because I can't speak to no man. There's nobody to help us.
Ward 77 Councillor Anup Ramprasad said it was the responsibility of government to provide housing to those living in informal settlements.
I don't want to comment on housing department, but if they got a green card, that means they have not attended any of the 3 meetings that I had in 3 sections of Welbedacht. That's right at the bottom, center, and the top. And I've got details of those who have green cards with the green card numbers and so on. That's all I can talk about the green cards, but the rest all falls under housing department. It is a job of the government to provide housing, not the councillor.
Community activist Salvan Govender believes residents of Welbedacht were given a raw deal as they were allocated houses but haven't received it.
I just feel that the residents of Welbedacht, some of them, were given a raw deal where they were allocated houses. Their names are on the system with the door numbers and all of those with their ID numbers, but it was given to other people, signed off by other people, and received to somebody else. Right now, even on the system, it does speak about the evidence being on somebody else's name, but yet they don't have possession of those homes. I just feel that the amount of fraud and corruption with the housing schemes are just overwhelming.
The Department of Human Settlements could not be reached for comment. With mixed emotions and thin patience, residents believe they will never escape a life of destitute. Lloyd Govindsamy for Tabloid TV News in Welbedacht Informal Settlement.